Good morning. Did I make you yawn? I forgot to say yesterday. This is an awesome angle. Look at the chins. Lucky I'm not vain in it. He says as he moves the camera. Yesterday I got a phone call from hospital, and I've got to go to hospital today at 12. I will explain more in a minute. First, I need to get up. I fell asleep so early last night. It's crazy. Right, getting up. Washed and dressed. Now I'm going to do my peak flow. So I'm keeping a record of my peak flow. I used to have to do this 5 years ago when I was first diagnosed. 6 years ago. 7 years ago. Jeez, I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis 7 years ago. And I will show you how bad my lungs are. Ready? So I hope you can see that. I could do better than that. That's poor. $250, which is about my average, which is about what I get. 250 again. I'm not sure what the average is. I will Google it right now, and then that will be the next thing. Just had my oats and water. Okay, so I've got it here. So this is a chart which it won't focus on because my head's in it. I don't think it focused. So anyway, it's got height. Oh, why is it doing it? You'd think it'd give you height in centimeters or feet, but no. Siri, what is 6 foot in inches?
It's 72 inches.
72 inches done. Should know that really. It's quite an easy sum to work out. I was just lazy. So, for my age, 37, I should have between. I also think. Am I 37? Let's not go down on my age. I always forget my age. I should have between 609 and 651, and I'm getting 250. Good to know. So I have worse lung capacity or lung function and or lung exertion or whatever you want to call it than a 4 foot 10 70-year-old female. A 4 foot 10 70-year-old female who was healthy has got a 50%. Oh, well, this is funny. Anyway, tablet time. So I've just had my phone call for my medication. So my medication gets delivered to me, which is amazing, to be honest. And it gets delivered next time on. Sorry, I'm messing around with my glasses. It's got yogurt on. I'll explain why. My prescription gets. We're slanted, don't we? But my medication gets sent to me. There's only one hospital that can prescribe medication I've got. There might be two now. I think the Royal Brompton in London may get to prescribe it, but I get mine from Manchester. So they get sent to me. Clearly I can't drive up there and get a prescription all the time, and they're not going to send prescriptions in the post in case it gets lost. It's just so convenient. It really is a convenience. Imagine we live in a world where, so these were expensive. I think it's over 24 grand a year, something like that. Just sent to my home. Whereas you've got some people that kind of get paracetamol. It's crazy. Yeah, anyway, it's just like that phone call. Again, this is going to be another boring vlog, I apologise. I said I would explain the yogurt on my glasses. I covered my scalp in yogurt last night. So I get flare-ups of my skin, and I always link it to my sarcoidosis. So my sarcoidosis, which is an inflammation, I get it in my lungs and on my skin. One of the things I found out, again, this might not be 100% accurate, but the research I did, again, I'm not a doctor, but the research I did said it was, and a few doctors confirmed it. When you're a fetus, the same cell that ends up becoming your lungs starts with a similar cell, or the same cell, as your skin. So eczema and asthma are basically the same disease, which is inflammation of the skin, inflammation of the lining, due to an irritant, which causes the skin to inflame, go red and sore. So I get with my sarcoidosis real blotches, and then it goes all dry and scaly. And I've been having it on my scalp. So it started on Christmas, like here, and it just sort of, it's weird, and it just sort of moves like all the way back. It's like I'm shedding, like I'm some sort of snake.
Snake. I'm a snake.
I don't know if what I'm going through was sarcoidosis or something else. So I take a lot of antibiotics. So antibiotics can clearly kill bacteria. That's why I take them. And I was doing some research, and so with dandruff, I always thought that was fungal, basically, like a yeast infection. Do you know what? Apparently, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I was reading a study from a hospital in Edinburgh, and they think that that dandruff is two bacteria that you have living on your scalp. When one bacteria gets overrun by the other one, it eats more of the natural oils, which leads to the drying of the skin, and then it lives off of the skin, so it wants to be having more and more skin, and the bacteria that stops that has been overrun. That bacteria grows in yogurt. So I put yogurt on my head last night. It doesn't sound as crazy as I probably just said it. Apparently they're going to be bringing out a shampoo which is made from yogurt. So, but today it actually feels alright. The stuff this is disgusting. I'm stopping because it's disgusting. I'm on my way to Ashford's hospital. So they called me yesterday. This is a funny rule. So I had an appointment November or October last year, and it's to do with I'm struggling breathing out of both of my nostrils. They sort of swell up or something. So I went and saw a doctor, a consultant, went through all that, blah blah blah. Got booked in for an operation. They think that, I don't know what it's called, the middle part of my nose is a little bit bent, and apparently it's quite common, and they're doing an operation to straighten it. Because of all of the bad weather, what's wrong with me? It's not bad weather, well there is been bad weather, but well maybe it is linked. Because of all of the cancellations and how busy the hospital was over the Christmas and January period, my operation was cancelled. So instead of just rebooking, there's a rule that if it's outside 12 weeks since you last saw the consultant, you have to start the whole process again. Seems a bit stupid. Saying that, I get why they would want someone to go back in and to check that an operation is still needed. Like that sort of makes sense. But I was only seen in like October, November. You used to have to sometimes wait 3 to 6 months before you had an operation. The fact I'd been booked in for the operation and the operation was cancelled starts this whole process of having to be seen again. I just think it's just a waste of time and money. They could be seeing someone else today. They already know what the situation is with me. I'm going to go in and have exactly the same conversation, exactly the same thing. And positive is that they give you medical cocaine because they have to go up your nose, and cocaine numbs it. So for someone that doesn't drink or take drugs, today will be interesting. Yeah, I don't even drink alcohol. I can get high off paracetamol, so today's going to be awesome. Arrived at the hospital. This will be fun. In fact, the last time I was here, I remember falling on from me not even drinking alcohol. I was sick after they gave you this hospital grade cocaine, but I had just eaten, so I'm hoping that isn't the case this time. I won't take my camera. I've taken my camera in hospital a few times. They really don't like it. They really don't like it, as if I'm doing some sort of expose or something. So anyway, next time you see me, I'm either going to be feeling really good or I've just been sick. One of two things has happened. I've either left my wallet at home or I've lost it. Oh, I didn't have to have any drugs or anything like that. I'll go over all that later. I'm now just worried about my wallet. I'm pretty sure I've lost my wallet there. I've got a hoodie on, and I took my jumper off, and my tissues fell on the floor, and I picked them up. I would have noticed my wallet. Would have heard my wallet. I'm gonna have to drive all the way home to see if I've got my wallet, because searching a whole hospital, if it just happens to be at home, because it could have fallen out anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Oh my god, I need petrol, and I haven't got enough to get home. Oh yeah, this will be fun. I made it home without any petrol. Well, clearly I had petrol, but I happened to top up because I had like 29 miles of fuel left, and it was like 39 miles home or something like that. And my car uses more petrol than I drink water. And when I got home, Janine was here, so I didn't vlog because I hadn't seen Janine for 4 days, something like that. Oh, what a palaver that was. Nightmare. But yeah, I basically just left the wallet on the bed. So all that panic for nothing, apart from the fact that I could have run out of fuel. So I didn't have to go back over the shooting cocaine up my nose or anything like that. All I did was just go over the operation with me again, which I'd already done. And now I've got to wait for the anaesthetist to see if he's happy for me to have the operation. Because my lungs like this, I've just walked here, so I'm out of breath. On a general anaesthetic, there's obviously a risk when you your lungs are as crap as mine are. So we're wait to see what they say. Once I find out, I'll let you know. So this is the end of this vlog. I'm trying to get back into vlogging. These vlogs are pretty awful. Go back and watch some other ones if you've not seen the other ones, they're far better. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.